little bit of a disadvantage performance-wise here today.
Now, we've heard him talk in his interviews each time about having troubles getting the car out of first gear, getting the car moving early and making that smooth transition. They get one more shot at it. And we said Frank's been kind of susceptible all day, but 557 in that last round shows he's really getting a handle on this track now.
But we've had races where he came into the final round a tenth of a second or better than the guy in the other lane. That's not the case right now. Rick Jackson, the owner for the Center Point collision car, told me that he came here because we're off to a good start. We got 3 national event wins. We want to see if we are up to Frank's level. That if you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. And there's nobody else that epitomizes that phrase than Frank Manzo. The Al-Anabi team over there. John Glade, you saw him working under the car, has been with Frank for every one of those national event wins in the Alki Funny Car category.
You know, if the wins by lane suggest anything, and there's the man you're just talking about, then perhaps Manzo, but we don't do this in terms of stats. Stats come after the race.
Yeah, this should be fun. I mean, you hope that it's a really good run. Rick Jackson, the car owner, sprays the injectors, keep them from freezing shut. And it's up to the 2 drivers right now, 2 of the best ever in this class. Frank Manzo, Tony Bartone. May the better man win.
Points are all added up. We might be talking about this race right now. Give this one to the Al-Anabi crew. 557.2. Bartone goes 568, and it's a big win for Frank Manzo, who gets back into this points race.
Frank Manzo, you just defeated Tony Bartone. How'd you do it?
I don't really know. You know, just went up there. I don't know what it ran. It was really slick in the clutch, really bad all the way down there. And we knew Tony would be tough. We figured to step up in the final. Great team. That's a great driver over there. And right now they're looking better than me for the championship. I got to come from behind again. And that's how me and Tony done it many years. And this Al-Anabi Racing, Lucas Oil, Hoosier Tires, Jags, my crew, my wife Michelle, everybody, unbelievable.
Congratulations.
Frank getting caught up a little bit there in the moment.
96 unbelievables. No more. Can you believe that?
You see his 92nd career top alcohol funny car win. Don't forget that other one. So he's won 93 now.
Yeah, the pro-com thing. All right, now Aaron Tatum with the injected nitromethane team machine. Beat Gordon Jingles in the first. James Thompson, then he took out the first supercharged car. And Jim Whiteley had problems that is very unusual. And on the other side of the coin, Cody Perkins, like we said, he is brilliant off the starting line. Very short crew. Mom and Dad here this weekend. That's why they were not able to do all that maintenance. You can see the way he got a gift in that semi. If he did not have the buy run, this could be a different scenario here in the championship round. So the 801 Racing, it's a fuel additive. You read all about it in the latest issue of National Dragster, but they're going to have to be on their game. And like I said, either this car's going to run very well, or it's not going to go 10 feet.
One of these drivers, either Cody Perkins or Aaron Tatum, will win an alcohol dragster race for the first time ever. It'll be the 130th different winner.
It's running well.
How about this? Wow. It does hold together. Flash Cody Perkins gets the job done. 537, 263, and back at the starting line. It's all hugs all the time.
And it's the Pro Stock Final.
Shane Gray and Greg Stanfield. Now you got to look at the numbers coming into this final round. Greg Stanfield had lane choice because he ran a little bit quicker, obviously, in the previous round. But up to that point, Shane Gray really had the numbers before coming into the final round. You see Greg's number there. Vincent Nobile in the first round when he had that perfect reaction time to get that whole shot win. Since then, he's been locked into the 0-20 reaction times, which is just very, very good. Shane, on the other hand, like I said, the first 2 rounds, he made some excellent runs to get around Eric Anders and Jason Lyon. Greg Anderson, he fell off a little bit on that semifinal run, but this is a car that definitely can win right now.
And depending on who wins, well, it doesn't matter. We'll have our 5th different Pro Stock car race winner this season. And this is their first final round together.
Slight advantage for Greg Stanfield.
Oh, but
Look at
Gray
Shane.
gets there first. Johnny Gray is dead at the starting line, is happy with that. And Shane Gray, 667, 206-mile-an-hour pass. He now has a win.
Johnny Gray taking one more look at the far end. Now taking and drinking the numbers in, wiping away some tears. How about your son today?
You know, we've just struggled so hard with the car all year, you know, and the kid's a great driver, you know, and took a chance on Ian and took a kid out of the comp pits and told him, I think the car's good, I think my son's good, I think we have power, we're just struggling here. He took the car and did wonders with it. So
when is your turn?
You know, I don't know. At my age, I don't even care. There's no way to explain how proud I am.
Down to the far end with a happy winner.
Yes, indeed. Shane Gray comes climbing out of there. He grabs that coveted pewter Wally, the second career win for you. Tell us what has triggered the dramatic turnaround, because we know how much you struggled early this season.
I tell you what, today has been my entire cruise day. I haven't done my job at all today. The Service Central car has been flawless all day long, and that crew back there, Ian Landis Jr., Craig Hankinson, Tom Bigu, Jep Trammell, Jason, they've all just been awesome all day long.
Well, congratulations.
Amber, I'll be home after a while.
This is the 35th time that an all John Force final round exists. The 200th Wally and the 677th race in funny car history. Look at this, the NHRA history of teams and their wins. John Force about to get their 200th. Don Schumacher can have a 156, depending on how the final round of Top Fuel goes. In trouble. It is Robert Height. Back-to-back wins here at Topeka for Robert Height with a 4:28, 264-mile-an-hour pass, and they did it for their teammate. 200th win for John Force Racing.
Can you believe it?
Pretty cool. I was down with the fans. I want to see a great drag race, and to hear them cheering for Robert and Mike Neff, two teammates going after it. And Robert getting the win for Auto Club and Ford, but getting it for all the sponsors. You know what I'm saying? That's what's amazing. Just a bunch of good kids. I know my time's running out, but they ain't shoving me out of the seat yet. We'll get our hot rod running again, Dean Antonelli and Ron Douglas. But today for Jimmy Prock and Mike Neff and Robert Height, God bless these kids. In this time, we need to be entertained. I need to be entertained, and I get that full adrenaline, and it's just unbelievable. And I just love these kids, and I just love the fans. Unbelievable.
Bob Vandergrift currently 0-12 in final rounds. But think about this. The two greatest racers in the fuel categories, John Force won in his 10th final round. That was in Montreal back in '87. And Tony Schumacher won in his 9th try a couple years ago. And
so what you're saying is once Bob gets that win, watch out?
Yeah, you never know.
That's right. You do never know. And Bob, right now, Bob Vandergrift, he has a shot at it. I mean, the numbers don't look all that good, but the previous round went down the track. It dropped the cylinder down track. If they can tune that up just a little bit, keep all 8 cylinders lit and not smoke the tires, which is, sometimes easier said than done, they have a shot around Spencer Massey. But Spencer Massey, this car has been so consistent. Todd Okahara, crew chief, Phil Schuler, since going back to Atlanta, this car has not smoked the tires. Maybe I'm jinxing them, but this car has gone down the track, like I said, every time he hits the gas.
That is Spencer as he gets his 3rd career race win. The first one for Don Schumacher Racing. 391, 312-mile-an-hour pass.
It's good, Spencer's first win with us, Fram. It's real good. Good job.
Phil, you love this kid.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He wanted the best, and I think he has a very good future in this sport.
You said he makes your job easier. You told me that. Was it easier to tune him to that win today?
Oh, definitely, because all we have to do is give him a good race car and he'll do the rest.
Congratulations on a nice day in Heartland Park.
That's what it's all about.
Well, Spencer Massey climbs out of there. The smile speaks volumes as you add your name to the winners list in this so exciting season. How concerned were you with the thrash that took place, having to replace the entire rear end of this dragster?
Oh, it was, it's actually kind of a, oh my God, that's awesome right there. No, that's actually a normal situation before going the final round, change we're in. It was a thrash, but thrashing's that's what drag racing's all about. I mean, getting a national event win at Topeka with the Fram oil filters is unbelievable. I was waiting all year last year to have an opportunity. I'm back again, baby.